From throwing down on the basketball court to stirring up scandals that shook fans and the sports world, Liz Cambage has been nothing short of a headline magnet. Whether it's getting into a heated battle with rival coaches, clashing with teammates, or even walking away from the WNBA to dive into the adult content world, her career has been anything but ordinary. With a towering presence and a personality to match, Cambage has had her fair share of drama, leaving fans, critics, and teammates alike questioning just who she really is. Buckle up, because we're about to dive into some of the most jaw-dropping moments that defined the wild ride of Liz Cambage. Cambage is a player who, no doubt, commanded attention. Standing at an imposing 6 feet 8 inches and possessing the skills to match, she was one of the most physically dominant players in the WNBA. Her size and talent made her a matchup nightmare for anyone who dared challenge her. But unfortunately, her time on the court would soon become overshadowed by her fiery personality, making headlines not for her undeniable skills, but for controversies and disputes that would shake the very foundation of the league. Let's rewind to May 23, 2021, a day when Cambage found herself embroiled in a heated showdown with Curt Miller, the coach of the Connecticut Sun. During a game, a confrontation sparked between the two, though the specifics were unclear at first. However, Cambage was quick to address it, sharing her side of the story on Instagram. She claimed that Miller mocked her for weighing 300 pounds, a comment that, in her eyes, crossed the line between competitive trash talk and body shaming. Miller, of course, apologized later, admitting that his words came out in the heat of the moment. Still, the WNBA wasn't taking it lightly. The league imposed a suspension on Miller and handed him a $10,000 fine, a rare consequence that showed the seriousness of the incident. But Cambage wasn't done stirring up drama. Her time with the Los Angeles Sparks was short and eventful, to say the least. A particularly bizarre moment came when Cambage insisted on wearing the number 8 jersey, despite it being retired in honor of legendary player Delisha Milton Jones. The Sparks had already made their decision to honor Milton Jones, but Cambage wasn't willing to back down. She set her sights on the number 1 jersey, which happened to be worn by her teammate Amanda Zahui B. When Zahui refused to give it up, Cambage wasn't deterred, and after some back and forth, the Sparks ultimately gave Cambage the number she wanted, much to the dismay of Zahui. To make matters worse, Cambage's move to take the jersey didn't even give Zahui a chance to protest, as the team announced the change on social media without consulting her. Talk about a jersey drama fit for reality TV. But Cambage's tantrums didn't end there. She would go on to openly criticize her teammates, often calling them out for not passing her the ball or for ignoring her on the court. As you can imagine, this didn't sit well with her teammates, who responded in their own way. They began intentionally passing her the ball only when she was in a bad position, resulting in missed shots and embarrassing statistics. This passive-aggressive behavior continued throughout her tenure with the Sparks, and after an embarrassing blowout loss to the Dallas Wings, Cambage finally snapped. She stormed off the court, went to the locker room, and exited the game early, leaving her teammates in the dust. Cambage later announced she was done, saying, "I can't do this anymore," and walked away from the team after just 25 games. It was a dramatic exit that didn't surprise anyone who had seen the writing on the wall. But Cambage's issues were not confined to just her teams. Critics and players from all over the WNBA had their own issues with her on-court behavior, accusing her of crossing the line between physicality and unsportsmanlike conduct. Some even argued that her towering size allowed her to bully and intimidate opponents, pushing the boundaries of what's acceptable in the game. Her constant outbursts and diva-like behavior led many to question her dedication to the sport. Despite all this, Cambage's undeniable talent was still appreciated by her coaches, who recognized her potential and ability to dominate the game. But as we all know, talent alone doesn't guarantee success in a team sport. Without the ability to gel with teammates and control her emotions, Cambage's potential was never fully realized. One of the most troubling controversies came when Cambage accused the Australian national team of being racist. She claimed that she had been excluded from promotional shots for the team. which she believed was racially motivated. Whether or not this was true, it was another strike against her in a growing list of public disputes. But the drama took an even darker turn when Cambage found herself at the center of a shocking incident during a training session ahead of the Tokyo Olympics. Cambage was involved in a heated altercation with members of the Nigerian national team. While the specifics of the altercation remain unclear, the fallout was anything but. According to reports, Cambage was overheard making racially charged comments, calling the Nigerian players monkeys and telling them to go back to your third world countries. The backlash from this incident was swift and severe. The Olympics Commission was quick to condemn her behavior, and though they were considering disqualifying her, Cambage preemptively withdrew from the competition, citing mental health concerns. Many saw this as a way to avoid facing the consequences of her actions, though Cambage framed it as a necessary step for her well-being. After this series of controversies, it seemed like Cambage's time in the WNBA had come to an end. In 2022, she announced that she would be stepping away from the league for a break. That break, however, turned into a permanent departure from professional basketball. Fans and analysts alike speculated that her emotional volatility and ongoing conflicts with teammates had led to her decision to leave the sport behind, and Cambage was not done making headlines yet. Taking a bold leap into the adult content industry, Cambage launched an account on a popular adult subscription site. She admitted that at first she was nervous about the decision, but eventually embraced it, citing the support of her friends and family and the opportunity to capitalize on her fame. As you can imagine, the transition from elite athlete to adult content creator was shocking for many, but Cambage's account quickly gained traction, amassing thousands of likes and subscribers. She seemed to have no shame in exploiting her newfound fame for profit, and while many found her move unorthodox, she did manage to build a lucrative online presence. Love her or hate her, Liz Cambage's career has been a roller coaster of controversy, talent, and shocking decisions. From her fiery outbursts on the court to her explosive departure from the WNBA and eventual career change, Cambage has certainly made a name for herself. Whether or not she'll ever return to the sport or continue down this new path remains to be seen. But one thing is for sure, Liz Cambage has never been one to shy away from making headlines, no matter the cost. And if you made it to the end, you're the real MVP. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss out. Check out more of our epic basketball content. Thanks for watching. Stay awesome, and I'll see you in the next one.